Some Brewing Company and the Gunkwit Fire Company present Box 1901 IPA.
The Gunkwit Fire Company was started in 1901. It initially started as the fire department responding to emergencies within the town with local volunteers. That transitioned in 1989 into more of an auxiliary role when the town was formed and they created the Gunkwit Fire Department in and of itself. This year what we're offering is the Box 1901 IPA, which is going to help support the mission to be able to support the fire department. By purchasing gear for us to be able to complete our mission and serve the community at the highest degree possible. We've been fortunate with this town and the support of the taxpayers to be able to allow us to have what we need, but there's always an extra little bit of help coming from the fire company just in case we have some gaps in that funding. This beer project took off. Initially piloted this first program. We started working with Some Brewing down in York, Maine, a reputation for having really good beer, and they're local, so we wanted to work with them. Dave Rowland has been a complete asset in the development of this project and able to help us formulate a perfect beer that's going to be easy to drink and it's going to be popular amongst the largest demographic.
So Matt came to us in 2019 about brewing a beer for the Gunkwit Fire Company, and we naturally were intrigued by this. We invited some fellow firefighters down to sample some beers and get an idea of where everyone sat. They decided on an IPA. The fun thing was pretty much everyone picked two different IPAs, our apostrophe IPA and our mainly IPA, and take things they liked from these two beers and build a brand new beer from grain up. And we brewed Box 1901 for the first time that summer, and we only did a one-barrel batch. A few kegs went out to local bars in Gunkwit, and then the pandemic hit in 2020 and kind of put the brakes on things for a while. 2022, we were finally able to regroup and get this beer back on track, and the plan was to do a much larger batch. Really didn't know what to expect, but sold out of that beer immediately. Was able to raise quite a bit of money for the fire company off of that initial batch.
Recently I was involved in a water rescue that I don't believe that I would have been able to effect appropriately if I did not have the proper equipment. So every can that you buy from the Box 1901 beer, $1 is getting donated to the Gunkwit Fire Company in order to, again, support its mission of being able to purchase equipment and support the local community.
Box 1901 is a hazy IPA. It takes some of our favorite characteristics from two different beers. We use a blend of Mosaic and Citra hops. Some Brewing Company and the Gunkwit Fire Company present Box 1901 IPA.